Hello friends, welcome back. This is Jayalakshmi. Now we are going to discuss about that fourth unit, transient response of RLC series circuit. Already we have discussed about the transient response of RC series circuit, step and impulse response of RC series circuit. Now we are going to discuss about that RLC series circuit response. When you are taking that RLC series, see that one. We are connecting R, L, C, R in series. Okay, when you are taking this one, here we are having two storage elements. So the differential equation for this one will be second order differential equation. This is second order differential circuit. So we will get three different solution for that one. So we will discuss that step by step. Okay, let me start with that one. We are applying a DC excitation for this RLC series circuit. So we have to write the KVL equation for this one. Okay, we know that one. The current flow through this closed loop is I. So the equation for this one can be written as R into I plus L into di by dt plus 1 by C integration of I dt, which is equal to applied voltage E. Okay, then we have to take Laplace on both sides. When you are taking here the capacitor, the initial storage voltage is taken as 0, consider as 0 here. So we are having that equation as Ri plus L into di by dt plus 1 by C integration of I dt, which is equal to E. Now take Laplace transformation on both sides. R of Is or I of S plus L into S I of S minus I of 0 plus I of S divided by Cs, which is equal to E by S. Since we are taking Laplace transformation for the individual resistor, inductor and capacitor, we are getting this as the equation, and we have to replace this one. We have to rearrange the equation by taking I of S on the one side and the others on the other side. We are getting this equation as I of S equal to minus E divided by S into R plus SL plus 1 by CS. Okay, and I have multiplied this with the S inside, so I am getting the second order equation E divided by minus E divided by S squared L plus SR plus 1 by C. Okay, so this is the second order equation. If we are taking that L divided by L, we are getting that S squared plus R by Ls plus 1 by Lc. This is in the form of x squared plus Ax plus 1 by C. That is C. Like that we are having this equation. So we have to find the solution for this second order differential equation. Let me start with that one. First case 1. The roots of this discriminants are minus R by L. For a solution for that given equation, second order equation, we are having that minus B plus or minus, just a minute, minus b plus or minus b square root of b squared minus 4a divided by 2a. Like that we are having that equation. Now we are getting the solution for the same equation here as minus r by 2l plus or minus square root of r by 2l the whole square minus 1 by lc. Okay, this is in the form of alpha plus or minus beta, where alpha will be considered as minus r by 2l and beta will be considered as r by 2l the whole square minus 1 by LC. Looking at the discriminant, it is obvious that there are three different solutions for that one. First solution, that is discriminant is positive, that is beta. We are taking that r by 2l is greater than 1 by LC. If we take that one r by 2l is greater than 1 by LC, then the roots are real and distinct. So the denominator has the roots as alpha plus beta and alpha minus beta. So the solution may be given as I of S will be equal to K1 divided by S minus alpha plus beta plus K2 divided by S minus alpha minus beta. So we are getting two solutions, they are real. So that K1, K2 must be determined and we have to find the value of I. Okay, so I can be given as K1 into e power alpha plus beta into t plus K2 into e power alpha minus beta into t. Okay, when you are taking that e power alpha t outside, we are getting that one k1 into e power beta t plus k2 into e power minus beta t. So when you are taking this equation, the current is said to be overdamped. How the current will be means it will be overdamped as in the figure A. Okay, so the current will be maximum and it will be overdamped. Now we are going to discuss this case 2. In the case 2, we have considered the roots are equal. Okay, so discriminant is 0, that is the roots are equal. Then the solution is in the circuitry form, that is I of s will be equal to k1 divided by s minus alpha whole square plus k2 divided by s minus alpha. For this, solution can be given as I will be equal to k1 into t e power at plus k2 into e power 2 e power alpha t. Okay, how we are getting the solution means we are having that Laplace transformed I of s. Now we are taking inverse Laplace. Okay, when you are taking inverse Laplace, we are getting this equation I equal to e power alpha t that into k1 of t plus k2. Okay, that's output for this one will be critically damped, and that output will be like this one as in circuit B. Okay, the current is critically damped here. Next, the third case, the roots become complex conjugate, and if we define beta as square root of 1 by LC minus R by 2L, then the roots are alpha plus j beta and alpha minus j beta. Then the solution may be given as I of s will be k1 divided by s minus alpha plus j beta plus k2 divided by s minus alpha minus j beta. Okay, now when we are taking that inverse Laplace transformation for this one, I of t can be taken as k1 into e power alpha plus j beta t plus k2 into e power alpha minus j beta t. Okay, when I am taking e power alpha t on one side, we are getting that k1 e power j beta t plus k2 e power minus j beta t. Then the k1 k2 are complex and are also conjugate of one another. So k2 will be equal to k1 star. Hence it may be written as I equal to e power alpha t into a cos beta t plus beta sin beta t, and the current will be decayed like this one. Okay, exponentially decaying output. So this is the solution for your RLC series current equation. Okay, so the response for the transient response of the RLC series circuit is discussed like this one.